A professor in Indianapolis attacking the Christian faith with this bulletin board on understanding Christian privilege. The display tells students, quote, Christians receive inherent advantages. Other religions are marginalized, even perceived as troubling. Jacob Stewart is a Campus Reform correspondent and a student at Indiana University, Purdue University of Indianapolis, and he joins us now. Jacob, thanks for being here. You took that picture, publicized the fact that this bulletin board has been, how long was it up, and what has the university said about it?
Yeah, so thank you for having me on. So this board has been up since at least October, more than likely the whole year. And so the university really hasn't said much about it. I emailed multiple different people. I haven't gotten many responses back. Yeah.
So the point is, all year long, if you're a Christian, you can realize how privileged you are, and you can read. Here's some of the points that are made on the bulletin board, which you're familiar with. I want to share them with our audience. The bulletin board says Christians do not face systematic discrimination in the U.S. Religious diversity is not the same as Christianity being under attack. Christian privilege is directly connected to white supremacy. Christianity is too often seen as synonymous with moral goodness. And to wield Christian privilege is often to weaponize religion against non-Christians. Does it come also with an understanding that, say, if you were a Christian in Iran, you wouldn't have any privilege? I mean, it's staggering what an indictment this is of a people of faith at a university.
Yeah, it was pretty shocking to me as well. As a Christian myself, I was offended by it, but shocked. And it did include somewhere in there that there are places in the world where Christians are persecuted. But at the same time, some of the examples it used as Christians having privilege was being able to worship freely or having a Bible study during a school lunch, which is pretty crazy because that's not a privilege. It's a constitutional right afforded to everyone, regardless of religious background. And the Leadership Institute's campus reform has reported on multiple examples in recent years of Christians being subject to ridicule and mockery on college campuses. I can give you a few examples. Like at Harvard, there was a musical depicting Judas as a gay man who falls in love with Jesus. And at Dartmouth, there was a drag show that depicted a topless nun. And then at Polk State College, there was a professor that allegedly failed a student for refusing to concede that Jesus was a myth or that Christianity oppresses women. So it's not something other religions are subjected to on campus.
Well, and you want to talk about if you tried to put up a display at the university and ask them that was pro-Christianity, it wouldn't last a half hour, yet this has been up the entire school year. It tells you everything you need to know. Jacob Stewart, thanks for your courage. Appreciate it.
Yep.
By the way, Fox and Friends reached out to the university, and we have not heard back.